Hey Matadors, we're about to start our lab called Two-Sided. Here are some supplies you're gonna need. That's really, really simple. All you need is your flashlight that we've been using, okay? That turns on, hopefully. And then you need a spoon, okay? I like to use a nice big spoon, nice and shiny, make sure you shine it up. And then just a piece of paper for you to reflect the light off of. That's it. Let's go to the lab. We're at page 94. What happens when light reflects off a smooth curved surface? So we're not talking about a flat surface like our previous lab. Not all mirrors are flat. Sometimes when a mirror has a bend or curve, your reflection can look distorted. How does a curve affect the way light bounces off of it? Let's investigate. So hopefully you have your supplies by now, and I'm going to go through this and show you exactly what we're going to be doing here. So you have your supplies, and as we move down here, I'm going to move down. So the first one I'm going to do is we're going to examine, you're going to take your spoon and you're going to examine your reflection in the spoon. Let's see what we find out. We're going to look at the inside of the spoon, right here, and the outside of the spoon. And try, and if you're not a good artist, which that is perfectly okay, we're gonna draw some bullet points about what we see inside the spoon and outside the spoon. Okay, I've got my spoon. I'm gonna turn the camera around so you can see what I'm seeing on the inside of my spoon. Hey Matadors, yeah, it's Mrs. Rinker here. Yeah, I'm trying to get me with that behind the camera there. So kind of creepy. I'm gonna go touching this spoon, coming back. Yeah, here's me. I'm upside down, and yes, there's my camera. But yeah, this is me in my house, and this is the inside of the spoon. So make some notes of what you're seeing on the inside of a spoon. And here's the outside of the spoon. It's also creepy. So here you can see how the picture is a little bit distorted as you move around the spoon, move it toward the camera, move it away from the camera. It definitely looks a little different as we move the spoon around. Super creepy, yeah. Anyways, this is the outside of the spoon, so make sure you're making some notes about what's happening to the image on this curved surface as it reflects off of this curved surface on the outside of the spoon. Now we're going to use our flashlight to reflect some light off of the spoon and direct it to an index card or any paper that you might have. So we're going to start with reflecting light off the inner portion of the spoon. I'm going to show you this in the next video, and then we're going to draw right here what we see. All right, I've got my paper here and my spoon. I'm about to turn on my light. Here's my flashlight here. I'm gonna start slowly put it up, reflect it off of the spoon, and you can see what's happening here as it's reflecting off the inside of the spoon. Okay, what's happening to the light as I shine it towards the inside of the spoon? Oops. Lean it down so it'll focus here on the paper there. Go ahead and please make a note of what you're seeing here, what kind of image you're seeing of the reflected light off of the inside of a spoon. Now let's turn your spoon over and go ahead and use your flashlights to reflect the light off of the outer part of the spoon and see what we find when we reflect the light off the outer part of the spoon onto your paper. And let's draw what we see here. I've turned the spoon around, and this is the outside of the spoon now. So I'm going to take my light. You can see as I shine it onto the outside of the spoon, what's happening now to the light as it reflects off of the outside of the spoon. What's happening to those light rays? Please make a note of this in your lab book. Go ahead and draw those rays if you like. the last part of this lab is we're going to analyze and conclude what we found out. Which side of the spoon spreads the light out in all directions? Is it the inside or the outside of the spoon? And then which side of the spoon focuses the light kind of to one point that you notice that all the light comes together? Which side of the spoon, the inside or the outside of the spoon? All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Matadors.